Welcome to one of those, the show that explores the art of sneaker culture. I'm your host, Adam Butler, back with another episode. Thank you so kindly for being here. Okay, so I got a really cool show lined up for you guys today, but I have to recap something that I've been covering for the past 2 weeks, and I also have to explain something. So let's get to what I've been covering for the past 2 weeks. If you've been following the show, you know I've been covering the Kanye West thing. Promise this show is not going to be about Kanye West, but some people have been asking me to keep them up on what's going on with Kanye. Okay, so since our last episode, Kanye did indeed leave Gap, which means something. Okay, and it's funny because Gap trolled him a little bit with the slides, but whatever, we're not here to make fun. It does mean something. It is significant because this shows that he is willing to go that extra step and that a company is willing to say, you know what, I'd rather not deal with you. Let's cut the drama. Let's end this relationship. No news on Adidas yet, but the Gap thing is a big deal because it means something for street culture, streetwear culture, and just people that are into Kanye West. So Kanye, if you want to look at it this way, won that battle. He got out of his Gap deal, but the Adidas deal still stands to 2026. So let's see what happens. Okay, and one more thing before we get into these fall sneakers that you gotta have, all right? I had a pretty big guest lined up for this week. We were supposed to record. We were knocking around the schedule, pushing things around, and we were supposed to record on this day, and unfortunately that guest had to cancel. So we're going to get that person on in a couple of weeks. I don't even want to tell you who it is because it's kind of exciting, and I want to leave that as a surprise. But because of that, I dug in the crates and I put out a really cool interview with my homegirl, Dara Betts, who is a designer, a woman in sneaker culture. She designs dope socks that go along with your sneakers and just all sorts of stuff, man. She's very knowledgeable, and it was really a great conversation. So I'm very excited to share that convo with you guys, man. Can't wait to get to that one. We're going to get to that later on in the show. But before that, as I promised, and you YouTubers are really going to like this one, but that's okay. If you aren't on YouTube, you can listen and then watch on YouTube, all right? We're going to talk about some must-have fall sneakers. I'm super excited about this one, man, because fall is probably my most favorite time of the year. My most favorite time of the year. And sorry, I had to do that. I'm so sorry. Fall is definitely one of the best times of the year, especially for sneakerheads, because you really get to flex those outfits and really do, really match things up, man. It's not too hot, not too cold. Football's on. It's a dope time of the year, man. So I'm excited to show you all some of but in my opinion, some of the best fall sneaker silhouettes that you should have and must have in your collection. Let's stop wasting time. Let's jump into it right now. Okay, first, let me show you. I'm going to consider these honorable mentions because I have them already. So this is just something that I'm wearing during the fall. One sneaker I've been wearing for like the past 2 fall seasons. One I just copped not too long ago, and I've already worn twice. All right, so these are just a pair of my favorite sneakers right now, and they're really, really great for the fall. So the first one, let me go on my desk. Let me grab my sneaker. Okay. Boom. Okay. The undefeated Dunk Low. This sneaker, you could tell I've been wearing this thing, man. This sneaker is so dope. It's durable, so it's even good in the wintertime, but really it's a fall sneaker. Look at the colors, the brown. You got the yellow on the Nike swoosh, man. Dope collab with Undefeated. Dunks, I said, now mind you, I did a show a couple of weeks ago, and I talked about how I'm kind of over dunks a little bit. No, kind of over dunks, but you know what though, I'm gonna have to go back on that a little bit because you can't go wrong with dunks sometimes, especially in the fall. And dunks are just really, really cool to wear. You know what I mean? You can wear them with your khakis, you can wear them with your chinos, you can wear them with your jeans. You can cuff, you can do whatever you need to do. And I've gotten big compliments on that sneakers. Now we're not in it for the compliments, even though the compliments feel good, but I've gotten a lot of compliments on this sneaker, man. The Dunk Low is super, super, super dope. This is just one that's been in my collection. All right, it's not even reselling for a whole bunch, man. I think you can get this for about $250, something like that on resale, and it's worth the money, man. This shoe is durable. I've worn it quite a few times. It's like an Air Force One kind of collab too. It came in a pack. I love this sneaker, man. I really love this sneaker. I wear it a lot. People know I wear this sneaker a lot. You can look on my Instagram and tell that I've worn this sneaker a lot, and it's worth it. That's why we buy these sneakers, man, to wear them. All right, so that's my number one honorable mention fall sneaker. Now let me go grab my other one. Now I just got these. All right. And I told you I've been in the Jordan 1 lows lately. I'm almost willing to go exclusively Jordan 1 lows, especially on this list, but I will not. Okay, I love Jordan 1 lows, man. They're just like the most grown man sneaker there is. You can wear them in so many occasions. You can wear them in the summer, and you can definitely wear them in the fall. All right, let me get this one. Let me go on the desk. Hold on. Woo, look at this one. Boom. The Jordan 1 low Starfish. Now, a lot of people wanted to call this one a Jordan 1 low shattered backboard. It's not a shattered backboard. I see why people are going with that shattered backboard comparison because of the orange and the white or whatever. I don't see this as a shattered backboard. The orange is completely different. But this is the Starfish. Man, this sneaker is so clean, man. I just got this sneaker at SneakerCon. Shouts out to SneakerCon. I wish I could remember who I bought these off of. If I do, I'll try to shout you out in the, like on IG Reels or something like that, because you guys got me out the way with a really good deal on these, man. You can tell I've been wearing them already. You can see the little dirt on the bottom. I just got these and I've already worn them about 2-3 times. This sneaker is beautiful. It's so comfortable. The leather is so soft, man. And it's just slick. It pops. You know how I feel about, think about fall sneakers and you'll see what I'm saying when we get into the actual list. Thing about fall sneakers is sometimes people want to kind of go with like, these earth tones, you know what I mean? And this could be considered an earth tone, I guess, but it depends how you feel. The last sneaker was definitely an earth tone. People want to go with earth tones a lot, right? And especially what's in vogue right now, what's popular right now is a lot of, New Balance, things like that, and that kind of earth tone look. I still want my sneakers to pop. It's just something about me. I still want my sneakers to be the star of the outfit. No pun intended. The Starfish is the star of the outfit. When I rock these, this orange just pops. And, obviously the orange and everything, if you want to go Halloween and all that, this could be a nice little Halloween themed sneaker. But honestly, it's a year-round shoe. You can wear this in the summer. You can wear this in the spring. You can wear this in the fall. Maybe not the winter. So maybe I shouldn't say year-long shoe. But, man, you probably could get away with it as long as you're not walking around in the snow. This sneaker is dope, man. The Jordan 1 Starfish low. I keep telling you all, Jordan 1 lows is where it's at, man. The hype is starting to get there, especially with the Travis Scotts and everything like that. But cop you some lows while you can get them at a decent price. I think I picked these up for about $215, something like that, which is, a little over retail. But, man, it was a good deal. And I'm in love with this sneaker, especially for the amount of wear I plan on putting on this sneaker. That price was definitely worth it. Okay, so now let's get to the real list. I don't have any of these. Well, I have these sneakers, but I'm not going to be able to use an actual physical sneaker for this one. So we're going to go with the pictures. All right, let's get to the fall list of sneakers you must have in your collection this fall. Let's go. Okay, I just showed you a Jordan 1 low. You can never go wrong with a Jordan 1 high, and this is a specific Jordan 1 high. This is not just a silhouette. This is a Jordan 1 high that's coming out in about 2 weeks from this recording, or maybe even a week from this recording. Okay, the resale is really decent on this one, but you'll probably be able to pick it up for retail. Man, I'm so excited. I'm stumbling over my words, man. The Jordan 1 Taxi. My God, this is a beautiful sneaker. That yellow and white is dope. Again, people are comparing this to the shattered backboard. For my people that are not big time sneakerheads, shattered backboard is just like the standard for the Jordan 1 right now. The leather is great on it. The color blocking is great on it. People love that sneaker and it resells for a lot of money. But the Jordan 1 Taxi is one of those sneakers that, I'm be honest with you, if this came out 2-3 years ago, this would be $1,000 sneaker. At least an $800 sneaker on resale. Okay, you would not be able to pick this thing up, man. But because things are kind of dipping a little bit, the hype is down, which is a good thing. This sneaker is only about $20 to $30 over retail. Okay, so you'll be able to cop this sneaker for about $230 if you get it on resale. If you get it for retail, hey, you'd be paying the market price and it'd be dope, man. But pick this sneaker up. This is a perfect fall sneaker. I plan on getting this one. Even if I have to spend the resale on this one, I'm getting this sneaker. I love this Jordan 1. This is probably the only specific colorway that I'm going to show you guys. This sneaker is so dope, bro. Like, this sneaker is so dope. Like, I am so happy that this one's coming out in a time where the hype has gone down, where people aren't losing their minds and trying to resell stuff. If something changes in a week or so, then hey, I'll I'll stand corrected, but I think this thing is going to stand at this price. And as a matter of fact, I think when it comes out, it's actually going to go lower, which is so dope to me. It's surprising, but it's so dope to me, man. The Jordan 1 Taxi. God, it's so dope. Look, my YouTubers out there, you know, when you're looking at the shoe, okay? Man, if you're at home listening to this on the podcast, go ahead and Google the Jordan 1 Taxi. It's coming out in about a week. It'll be on sneakers. It'll be at retailers. They actually did a shock drop last week. I missed out on it because I just didn't even see that it was happening. So I just can't. I was just way too late to the party, but that's okay. I'm getting this sneaker somehow, some way. I don't even usually go that hard when it comes to sneaker, but I'm getting this sneaker somehow, some way. Matter of fact, if you're at home listening to this one and you get the hook up on it already, holla at your boy. I'm getting that sneaker. I'm pressed for that one. All right. That's number 1 on the list. By the way, this list is in no particular order. So that's my first sneaker on the list, the Jordan 1 Taxi. All right. Let's get to the next one. Okay, let's go over to Adidas, man. Listen, I actually have a pair of these. They're in the closet. I just didn't feel like digging through the closet to show you all, but it doesn't matter because the colorway doesn't matter. The Adidas Forum Low is a beautiful sneaker for the fall. Again, it's a year-round sneaker, but this one, when it comes to kind of like the utility look with the strap and everything, it's real nice with jeans. It's real nice with, you know, those kind of like, again, I keep talking about chinos and things like that. Even sweatpants, you could wear this. But if you want to kind of like, for me, I really focus on sneakers that are able, that you can wear anywhere, right? Like, can you wear them to work, right? I'm 40. I have a job. I have to go to the office sometimes. I go to meetings a lot. I wear sneakers all the time. I'm that guy. But you can't get away with wearing like a real colorful, crazy pair of LeBrons or some basketball shoes, right? Even though this is technically a basketball shoe, but you know what I mean. Is the Forum a basketball shoe? I think it is. Either way, you know, you want to get something that can kind of go with like your cardigans and your more, work casual look. You know what I mean? And I think the Forum is a really cool sneaker. It's super affordable, guys. Like, you're not even talking about resale prices for this one unless you're getting like a collab on it, which I wouldn't even suggest you do. Just go to Foot Locker, go to Champs, go to JD Sports, whatever, and just pick up a pair of these, man. You probably can get 2 of them for a decent price, man, and you got a good everyday sneaker. Okay, again, I'm talking to the people that are and aren't sneakerheads. This is just a dope look. The Adidas Forum is just a dope look, and the high is cool too, man, but the low I really like, man. It just reminds me, it's like Adidas version of an Air Force One, or just a real slick everyday pair, man. You can't go wrong with these. You really just cannot go wrong. Price wise and just style wise, you can't go wrong, man. I can't say much more about this. The Adidas Forum is just fire, man. It's a great sneaker in any color, by the way. Again, that's what I also say about this one. You can go with the white. You can go with like the olive or whatever for the fall. That would be a fall look, right? Even black, right? But really, you can go crazy with these colors if you just want to wear colorful sneakers or have sneakers that pop. You can get any color in the Adidas Forum and go right by it, man. So I endorse this sneaker. Okay, shouts out to Adidas. Shouts out to the Adidas Forum. Get you a pair of those. Let's get to the next one. I mean, of course, the Blazer is on this list. Okay, I'm not going to put anything on this list that's going to crack your head because it's all about styling the sneaker. And the Blazer, even though it's thin on the foot for my wide foot gang out there, is going to be tough to wear. But hey, just loosen the lace a little bit, you'll be straight. But this sneaker is super dope. And guess what? You can just go to your local sneaker shoe store, right, and get you a pair of white and blacks or whatever, or you can go get you a pair of off-whites if you want to spend some money on these things, man. These are, honestly, I think it's a perfect sneaker. Okay, I love my Blazers. My wife loves wearing Blazers. She has a bunch of my wife I'm looking at her shoe collections over there in the corner. That's why I'm looking over there, and she has a couple of pair of Blazers. I'm looking at the boxes right now, and they always look real good on her. I think it's a real cool look. And so, go with a pair of these, man. And again, if you want that hype, you can get the off-whites. You can get the collabs. They have collabs of these. I've shown a couple of them in the past on my IG and on this show. I think you should go with this sneaker, man. It's classic, but let's just talk about this black and white. That black and white one, I mean, that's class. That's like the Chuck Taylor. That's the shell toe Adidas, man. That's just a old school classic look. Again, you can wear it anywhere. Okay, you can wear it to office party. You can wear it to the club. My wife always says I'm dating myself when I'm talking about the club, but you could wear it to a party. You could do whatever you want. You could wear it to work. You could beat them up. You could do whatever you want with this sneaker, and it's great for the fall, even in that white and black. I'm not one of those after Labor Day don't wear white people. I'm not that guy. I mean, this ain't the 50s no more. Okay, wear white if you want to. Okay, just be mindful that you can get your shoe dirty, but you get your shoe dirty in the summer. Okay, your feet ain't gonna be too cold because you got on white shoes. It's made out of leather, so I don't even understand that concept. We could talk about that another day. All right, but that sneaker is super duper dope. Cop it, man. I mean, cop it. I can't sell it enough. At some point, Nike gonna have to cut me a check. Okay, cop that sneaker. It's beautiful. It's dope. I have a couple of pairs. I have the black and whites. Matter of fact, I think I might wear my black and whites tomorrow. That's how much I'm endorsing that sneaker. Perfect fall shoe. Okay, let's get to the last sneaker on this list. I talked about it before. Let's jump right into it. The Air Max 1. Great sneaker. Talked about it before I had it on my list of sneakers that every man should have. Okay, but let's talk about the Pata Air Max 1. This is a super dope collab. Okay, especially this brown and white collab, that burgundy collab. Man, it's so many of them. It's a great fall sneaker, and it falls into those traditional fall colors that we were talking about before. You know what I mean? We were talking about those earth tones and things like that. This is where the patterns are really, really cool, even though some of the colors are loud, but it just kind of has that look. You know, it's a Air Max 1 is kind of like a cool summer sneaker, but this one kind of brings it into that fall season when you add those extra details on the sneaker from this collab, man. I don't own a pair of Patas yet, but I got to give me a pair of Patas. I'm loafing on these one. I can't believe I haven't bought a pair yet. I have no real excuse, honestly. I just been wasting time. Sorry. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry to let you down. I've been wasting time on this one, but I'm going to have to get a pair of these, man, because they perfect for the fall, and it's that season. And the Air Max 1 is just super comfortable. It's a really casual sneaker. You know, you can wear it almost anywhere, and it's just really comfortable on the foot. And let's be honest, we talk about a lot of hype. We talk about a lot of style and what we want the sneaker to look like. But is it comfortable is what's really important. And the Air Max 1 is probably one of the most comfortable sneakers out there, in my very humble opinion. Again, everybody's foot is different. So get your Air Max 1, but try to go ahead and get one of those Pata collabs. The reseller's not really crazy on these. $200 some odd. Again, if you're into fashionable footwear, you're going to spend some money. Okay, now mind you, I'm not a resale guy. I'm not big on resale, so I don't recommend you go buy a sneaker for $700, $800. But that $200 range, you know, if you want a nice shoe, get a sneaker. If you want a nice shoe, you're spending $200+. That's just the world we live in. So do that for these. Go ahead and splurge on yourself a little bit. Get you a pair of Patas, $300 at the max. I'm telling you, okay? All right, so I was wrong. I have one more sneaker that I want to put on this list. I was going to be shamed if I left and didn't talk about this sneaker, which is the New Balance 550. Boy, oh boy, this sneaker made a hell of a comeback. I didn't even know the sneaker existed back in the day. Okay, this sneaker came in roaring in 2021 and 2022, and it's for a reason, because this is what you call a grown man sneaker. This is literally, look, this wasn't even a fashionable thing for a long time. All right, New Balance is really, turned itself cool over the past couple of years, and this one is just the sneaker that I think has had the most success in their line. And I'm a DC guy, 992s, 990s, stuff like that we've been wearing, but the 550 is just like super casual and super clean. You could wear it, again, I keep saying this, you could wear it in almost any situation. Like it's just a classy sneaker. Those are just the words that come to mind when I think about this thing. It's a classy sneaker, okay? And in those olive colorways and those white and green colorways, right? Perfect for the fall. They even have brown ones. And if you want to get colorful, they have colorful versions. If you want the hype, go ahead and get some of the collabs. If you want to spend money, do that. If you want to just go to the store and buy a 550, you can. I love it. Shouts out to New Balance for making a comeback over the past couple of years and adding some flavor to the sneaker game. I'm really, really happy about that. And again, these things are affordable. And if you want to elevate it with different materials and this, that, and another, then you can get you a collab pair, man. So shouts out to New Balance. Shouts out to the 550. Okay, those are my fall sneakers that you have to cop. Those silhouettes, you need those in your collection. I'm telling you, not only are they great for the fall, you'll be able to wear them all year round, honestly, but just certain colorways in these sneakers are just going to be perfect for the fall. You'll be able to have just those, and you have a full sneaker collection. I'm telling you, believe me, trust your boy. Trust your boy. Chuck Taylor's another great one too, okay? I just feel like people always talk about that one, okay? But anyway, let's get to the interview. My girl Dara Bess is on the block, ready to go. She has a bunch to talk about. I really appreciated having a conversation with her, and I'm really excited to share this conversation. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. Dara, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm excited to be here.
I'm excited to have you on. I really just met you. I saw you on Instagram, and realized you're just like, you seem to be one of the dopest folks out there, and you're definitely a sneakerhead. We're gonna jump right into it. When you think
Okay.
about sneaker culture, what does sneaker culture mean to you?
It is to me, it has this like beautiful intersection and like landing pad of fashion, art, music. Like there's so many components and players in the game. So I really just love how it kind of sits in the middle of like our society in general and um has pull and has value to more than one like demographic.
Mhm. Yeah, definitely. I do this show for people not just that are not just sneakerheads and people that are really invested in the sneaker culture, sneaker community, but for people on the outside looking in that don't know much about it, right? And from the outside looking in, it's seen like a thing that guys are into. Only dudes wear this,
Sure.
and it's always shocking for people on the outside looking in to see a woman in the space. Just tell me about what it's like for you to be a woman in the space for people. Do people walk up on the street going, wow, like, oh, you got those sneakers? Like, do you get like, does it bring attention?
Yeah, I would say it does. There's
Mhm.
definitely a shock value that I experience that other people experience when they meet me. And I the funniest thing is when you like exchange Instagrams with someone in person and they like, start scrolling through real quick while you're standing right there and they're
Yeah.
like, oh.
Got
And
that heat.
it's just
Yeah.
it's definitely a I don't know, there's some kind of like weird rewarding thing when someone realizes like you're different from just the way you look on the outside.
Mm,
So I definitely appreciate being a type of way that people don't expect. I
mm,
think that's like healthy for humanity and society to not always um be what's expected. And I think it over time teaches people to like dig below the surface and not judge right away.
yeah.
So yeah.
What got you into sneakers? Like, how young were you when you started collecting?
Um, I honestly didn't start seriously collecting until, like within the last 10 years. So I was
Mm,
like an adolescent for sure, like a young adult for sure. But I've always like appreciated sneakers. I was an athlete my whole life. My whole
yeah.
family were athletes. So um, we followed other athletes, and growing up in the 90s was like prime time for starting to appreciate sneakers. And my brother's name is Jordan, and he was actually born
Mm.
in 85. So
Wow.
there's
Get
this
out
like
of here.
really crazy, yeah, there's this really crazy like soft spot correlation, like just beautiful like poetic line to that just like ties me back in. But I didn't really collect as a little kid, which is funny.
That's crazy. Your brother's name was Jordan, and he's born in 85. That's
Right? Yeah.
that's an old bit if I ever heard one. That's a sign. That is a true sign.
Yeah. And
When you
he
Mhm.
sorry, really quick. We were younger, he used to collect sneakers, and then he stopped for a while. He like sold all of his stuff.
Hmm.
And then within like the last decade when I started getting into it, he came back around at the same time. So now we're like in it together,
Nice.
which is pretty funny. Yeah.
I love that, man. That's really dope. That's the beautiful thing about sneakers, right? It's like it's a conversation piece. It truly does like build community, and I really think that's cool. When you
Yeah,
think about sneakers, do you see them as and I always ask people this, do you see them as wearable art?
absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, especially now with the way some of the collaborations are going,
Mm-hmm.
it's there is an absolute element to art. Even before collaborations, like a sneaker design is art. And
Mm-hmm.
um, you know, I'm sure Tinker Hatfield would tell you the same thing, but it's a form of art for sure. All design is a form of art. But yeah, now with the way, like I said, the intersection of fashion and art and music, like, you know, we see artists like Cause, you know, co-designing sneakers, and we see like, um, you know, different, different like techniques like tie-dye being put onto sneakers, and, 1000% it's a form of art.
Speaking of tie-dye and colors, I really love the socks.
Oh,
Um,
thank you.
tell the
I didn't even
audience,
mean to tie that in.
yeah, no, but it's a natural tie-in, right? Um, tell the audience about what you do, about the socks, about the brand and everything that you're into.
Okay, so I started my own brand a couple months ago, and what I was doing creatively at the time was like tie dyeing Nike socks just for myself. I never meant to, to turn into a business, but I started posting on Instagram like, "Oh, I made these for myself. I'm going to wear them with these shoes." And a ton of people started hitting me and asking me to make them stuff. So I started like leaning into that more and learning just more about tie dye, different dyeing techniques. And I actually started falling in love with garment dyeing Nike socks, which is like you know, fully submerging the garment in dye, so the whole thing dyes. So now I'm like going crazy, like creating my own colors, and I'm loving it. And it's a, you know, socks are so practical.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when we think about how much we love sneakers, it's like, okay, you just put a sock with it. But I think we're in this cool space where people are wanting to feel even more um, like individual, because, you know, the sneaker game is really widespread right now. So it's a really cool way for people to differentiate themselves and their own style.
Yo, it's really, I mean, they go hand in hand, right? You know, it's part of the art piece, right?
Yeah.
Thank yeah, yeah, definitely. Thank you so much for doing the show. I really appreciate you. Before you roll, you want to shout anybody out or let the people know what's going on with you in the future?
Yeah, you guys can follow me on Instagram at DaraBet. And I'm working on some really cool projects right now, expanding my skill sets. And my next drop will be announced soon. So would love you guys to tap in and see what I've got in store.
Yo, when that thing drops, I'm on it. Trust me. I'm in there.
We'll get you some socks.
Yep, see, that's what I love. Appreciate you.
Yeah. Thanks for having me.
No problem. Okay, man. Shouts out to Darren, man. Shouts out to you again for tuning in every week and supporting this show and supporting the network. Shouts out to the On My Feet Network. Shouts out to the Upper Game Network, man. We're doing big things, okay? Remember to cop some of those sneakers. When I start promoting this show, I'll be able to put links in the descriptions of each one of my TikToks and Instagram to let you know where you can cop some of these sneakers, man. It's easy, really. You can walk into the store and buy most of them, to be honest with you, so you don't really need my help. But just in case you do, I will do that for you, man. Fall is a wonderful time of the year. It's the weather is nice. Pumpkin spice is out, man. I'm that guy. I said this last week. I like pumpkin spice. I'm just super excited, man. You're going to hear a more jovial version of Adam over the next couple of months, man, because I just love this time of year, man. And I explain why. So I hope you do the same. Get out, enjoy yourself, man. It's not too hot outside. Go out and get some of that fresh autumn air. Breathe it in. Enjoy yourself. Wear a fresh pair of sneakers. Get fresh and go outside and enjoy life, okay? Mind your mental health. Mind your physical health. And always continue to be great. I'm up out of here. Peace.